Hello, my last video I finished the basic quantum mechanics concept. So today I will apply for the electrons, energy and states, the quantum mechanics concept. So last video we learned about Schrödinger equation. It is that if we know the potential energy, and by using this equation we can get energy and wave vector, wave function. So in two dimension, in Cartesian coordinates, we can apart the x component wave function and y component wave function because of applying this tool named infinite potential well. Because of this area's voltage is zero value, so we can apply completely independence. In real world, in our space, the system is described by spherical coordination. So we can describe the wave function as a function of radius theta phi, and radius and the angular components are orthogonal each other, so we can also apart like this. So this means the quantum number NLM, the first N is principal quantum number. It means it makes the difference of orbital size. Next is L. L is angular quantum number, and it makes the difference about orbital's shape. So in detail, an L is 0. We can call it S orbit, and its atom feature is like this spherical, and L is 1 called p orbit, and dumbbell feature, and L is 2 is called d orbit, the clover feature. Next, M is magnetic quantum number. It is about the direction or surface we can see the view of inside. Next is S. It is spin quantum number. For example, in one state they can be used two electron with other spin states. So it is the result of our concept. N is the size of orbiter, and N is bigger, maybe the orbit size is bigger, and this means this graph means difference of L. L is 0, the spherical, and L is 1, dumbbell, clover, and the M means the difference of our inside view, and the next concept is when they are free space, there are two electrons. We learned the potential energy graph feature like this. They have infinite distance, so their influence cannot interference each other, but the distance is closer. They have some bonding. They have the other bonding because of wave vectors, other states. In this case, they have positive bonding, so feature graph like this, but the wave function like this makes the probability of finding electrons graph this other feature. So this graph means when the distance is closer, our bonding makes two different features, so the states is other. States is difference. For example, the case of silicon, the number of atoms is 14. One principal quantum number and two principal quantum number and three principal quantum number, and the 1 and 2 quantum number have 10 electrons, and the rest of electrons is 4. So the outer outer electron is 4 number. So we applying this concept for this tool. 3s orbit have two states, and 3p orbit have 6 concept. They bonding each other and apart like this feature. Because of these 4 electrons, these states have 4 electron and other states have 0 electron. So it means empty states. This concept like this. So valence band in this case like this. Valence band definition is that the before entering this concept, we should know about 0 Kelvin, because some certain temperature and light makes electron move away. So in low energy stage 0 Kelvin, valence band definition is that highest fully occupied, the energy level with by electrons, and conduction band is the lowest fully empty energy level by electron, and their between distance called energy band gap and the conduction band between vacuum energy called electron affinity and the valence band to vacuum energy is called the ionization energy, and it means that the minimum energy required to excite electron to vacuum energy from valence band. So when if there are some temperature and light, and electron in valence band have energy and can move the conduction band, and in the valence band have hole. So when the electron field is existed, the outside left is plus and right minus, the hole can move plus to minus, and this flow direction can record the current flow. So it is important about current definition. J is equal to current I over surface A, and J is equal the Coulomb product velocity. So we should concentrate on the velocity of electron. About velocity, there are two cases of V. The first is phase velocity and other is group velocity. It is important because the current in section they can exist the other difference velocity, so we must differentiation at each surface frequency. So in total energy, and one differentiation, the result of differentiation is like this. It means velocity, and to know the velocity we have one more differentiation, and it is called curvature. And by using this formula we can find the M effective mass. In this graph, energy as a function of K, the curvature is more sharp. It means the effective mass is more lighter, so velocity is faster. This graph is important and it is called EK diagram. So we can know why use this diagram. By Bloch function, the space frequency K can be described by 2 pi product integer over A A means the in real space the periodic things have their frequency and wavelengths and have their also their period. It means in real space is period. So by producing integer, we can explain or wave vector of real space's periodic structure. So make this formula, we can calculate the surface frequency. So in the EK diagram, at the first Brilliant zone, we can describe by K. We can describe the all spaces information by using K and E. Thank you.